Dreams. Don't we all have dreams? Hey guys! It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while since I have reviewed a Pixar movie, but I'm finally back. I didn't bother signing into Disney Plus because, there's no point of signing into Disney Plus to watch just Pixar movies. So I figured I would, and I think we're getting rid of Disney Plus, I hear anyway, so I don't know if that's still true or not, but I know it was back last year, so I didn't bother signing into Disney Plus. But I could not review any Pixar movies because I had all my DVDs put up. I have a DVD for every single Pixar movie except Lightyear. I don't have one for Lightyear yet because I actually did not. I don't have the money right now to get Lightyear, so I'm gonna get it definitely. I plan on getting the DVD pretty soon. So yeah, but I technically don't have the original Buzz Lightyear movie on DVD either, but I have it on VHS, so that kind of counts for having it for physical media. I think VHSs are considered physical media. I don't know. But anywho, it has been a while. So I am really excited to get back and review another Pixar movie. But before I do that, please hit that like button and subscribe to my videos and content. I do a whole lot of things. I do gaming videos. I actually did some Luigi's Mansion video stuff, which I'll talk about in a second because I have some things to talk about with that. And I also do reviews like this, and I do thoughts and theory stuff. Need to get to those too. I've been just very busy dealing with stuff, so yeah. I had my wisdom teeth taken out, so I'm still dealing with that too. But because right now my gum is actually hurting a little bit. It's not hurting awful, but it's a little sore. Trust me, getting my wisdom teeth taken out was actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was actually not too bad. But yeah, but like I said, I've been wanting to review Pixar movies again. So here we are. And as I was stating, the whole having dreams thing. Don't we all have dreams? Yes, we all have dreams. We either want to be musicians, artists, showmakers, YouTubers like myself, or anything else. The thing is, though, there will be people that will doubt you. The lesson is here, though, don't let people doubt you and tell you you can't do something. It's okay that you want to be a superstar, a singer, or an artist. It's okay. Just follow your dreams. Don't let your family tell you what you can and can't do. It's your decision. And that's where Coco comes in. I'll be talking about Coco here in just a second. But I want to bring up the whole Luigi's Mansion 3 thing. See, I did some gaming videos on it. By gaming videos, I mean I meant to make this one whole video. Unfortunately, my phone went back to making the videos split into multiple videos after 33 minutes and 11 seconds. So I'm back dealing with that again, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah, also the thumbnails are a bit messed up on there too. I messed the thumbnails up, so I'll have to fix that too. I will be doing that too. I'll fix the thumbnails. Right now, I've been just dealing with things. I've been tired, having problems remembering stuff, so I'll get to that eventually. But anywho, let's go ahead and talk about Coco. So Coco. So, Coco. Coco is a 2017 Pixar movie that came out in 2017, obviously, like I stated. Now, I went in this film completely blind. Well, not completely blind. I mean, I knew the whole dead world thing. The whole dead world thing, you know, with the skeletons and stuff, and the twist villain and all that. But I hardly knew anything about this film. I only knew pieces about it, like the whole, like I said, the twist villain and the twist about one of the skeleton guys being related to the kid. Oh, and speaking of which, hold on a second, I forgot something. Sorry if you hear me walking around, I actually forgot to do something here. See, that's what I'm talking about when I mean I'm forgetting stuff very easily. I'm not remembering stuff very well. Basically, I forgot to do something, because after the video is over, I'm gonna be showing off something pretty cool, actually. Hold on here. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to... See, I mean, I'm gonna be going to the doctor and working this out, because this is driving me nuts. I'm not remembering things very well, so... Hopefully this is the right one. No, it's not. It's the wrong one. Shoot. Okay, I'll just show it off later. I'll show it off later. Because I can't show it off right now, and I don't want to switch the memory card out. I'll just show it off later. Basically what I was gonna show you guys is, that I have a doll, you know, you guys know the movie is called Coco, right? It's Coco. So, you guys wouldn't believe this, but, number one, the movie Coco, you think the little boy would be named Coco. But no, his great-grandmother is named Coco. Yes, his great-grandmother is named Coco. So, in this movie, the main character is actually not... The movie isn't named after the main character. Which is actually pretty interesting, because usually, you know, like a TV show or a movie usually has the movie, like the main person named after, the main character has their name in the title. So like Kung Fu Panda, SpongeBob, or Jimmy Neutron, or Ben 10, or any of those, you know, shows and movies have the main character's name be put in the movie. But see, the main character is not Coco. I forgot his name, but it's not Coco. It's something else. But the other thing is I was gonna show you guys a picture of my dog Coco. See, I had a dog named Coco back then. She's still alive now. She's still alive. She's still alive, but she's like 13 years old now. I think she's still alive. I don't know. She doesn't live with me anymore. She was my dog back in the day. A long time ago, she was my dog, and she went to live with my stepdad's mom. So yeah, Coco's pretty big now. She's very tubby now. They spoiled her with too much food. She's also got cancer, like JT did, though. So she may not be making it much longer either. But Coco is a pretty good dog. I like Coco. I'll have to show you guys some pictures of her at some point in time. Unfortunately, I can't do that right now because I screwed up and did not. Oh wait a minute. I realized I actually might be able to show it off. I forgot some of the photos from my SD card are saved on the 3DS, so I might be able to show you guys a picture of Coco. Back when she was younger, she wasn't a puppy, but she wasn't all tubby and stuff. But anywho, back to the whole movie thing real quick. So Coco, what is Coco about? What is this movie about? Well, it's about a kid wanting to make music. He wants to make music. But his family despises his great-great-grandfather. He despises him, though. Well, they despise him because I guess he wasn't around with their family. So he continues to try to make music, and he ends up playing this guitar and gets sentenced to the dead world. Well, he's still in the same world, but basically, though, he becomes a spirit. And there's a twist. He ends up walking over this bridge to the dead world, and he has to go back. Well, he has to return his photo to the living world before sunrise. Otherwise, he becomes a full-fledged skeleton guy. Well, kid, I should say. But that's kind of the twist there. This movie is actually pretty nice. I really like this movie. It's not really funny. There's jokes in this movie, but they didn't make me laugh or anything. But they are some entertaining, like them mistaking the dog, or this dog. Yeah, there's a dog in this movie. I didn't know there was a dog in this movie because I haven't seen the movie. But there's this dog that they mistake as a spirit tracker, but he's not. That was kind of entertaining a bit. Not really funny, but it was a quick joke and all that. There's some jokes in the movie, but this movie is not really filled with jokes. It's more focused on storytelling, and I like that. I really do like that. I do. I really like the concept of that, and I like the songs in this movie too. The songs are really good in this movie. They really are. They're really good in this movie. I really, really like the songs. I don't think they're top notch, but I do really like them. I do like the songs in this movie. They're pretty catchy. The kid's got a great singing voice, and all that, and there's some emotional moments, like when apparently here's the twist villain. I told you guys about the twist villain. He's a good twist villain. He's good. They set him up pretty well. He's basically the twist villain is apparently his Coco. Well, not Coco. I don't remember his name. The kid's grandfather, and but it turns out he's not really his. They're not even related. It turns out that the villain stole his real grandfather's identity and stole all his fame and talent, and basically poisoned him and killed him. But yeah, he poisoned him and killed him. So he basically turned out to be a bad guy, and he wasn't even related. So they set that up pretty well. And there's another twist in this movie too. Apparently, now this one I knew about too. Apparently well, I kind of forgot about it when I was watching the movie. I kind of forgot about it. I was just a bit too busy watching it. Even though I saw the villain's death scene too. But apparently, yeah, the villain's death scene, they're skeletons and they can die. Yeah, they can die. Apparently, they can even die in the dead world too. But apparently, if the humans in the real world forget about their relatives, they will end up disappearing. They will fade away, and no one knows what happens to them. I would assume they go to heaven or hell. I would assume, but I don't know. But that's kind of sad if you think about it. Like even in the dead world, you can die, and what's really sad is like if someone forgets about you, you basically disappear forever. That's kind of dark. I wonder though if people in the real world end up remembering them. They come back from the beyond the grave, because that's basically that's beyond the grave, because they're dead even in the grave world. So I actually wonder if they actually come back to life, if they would actually come back or not, because people would remember them again. I'm not sure. They never address that in the movie. They never do. Yeah, but basically though, it's kind of scary if you think about that. But yeah, basically though, so there's a few twists in this movie, and all that, which is pretty interesting. Now, I gotta say, this movie's really good, but I have some problems with this movie too. I do have some problems with it. One problem I have with this movie is I can't understand what the characters are saying half the time. I can't understand what they're saying. Basically, because they speak Spanish, they a lot of times speak Spanish, which makes it sound like gibberish for me, because I speak English, so I can't understand what the characters are saying half the time. So that's kind of a problem. I mean, it's still okay. I mean, I can still understand it most of the time. Maybe I'm just not hearing people right. Maybe other people can understand it, because I've watched other reviews. I haven't heard people complain about that, but I don't know. I watched the movie, I even turned up the TV, and I still couldn't understand what they were saying sometimes. It's kind of like watching Dora Explorer. Only Dora Explorer is more cringe when it comes to that, because Dora Explorer is supposed to be teaching you Spanish, while this is just a movie, but still, I still can't understand what they're saying half the time, and it's kind of hard, to follow the movie a bit. I mean, I still know what the movie's about. It's because they do speak English. It's just, I kind of wish they would speak full English and not just speak English most of the time and throw Spanish words in there sometimes. But I don't know. But another thing I have a complaint about in this movie, another thing I have a complaint about is the villain. I told you guys that the villain is a good twist. He is a good twist. He's a great twist. Basically, he's not forced in there. He's they kind of build it up. They trick the audience into thinking he's actually related to the boy when he's actually not. So they build it up kind of nice. My problem is when they get to the scene where they reveal that he's a villain, they rush it too fast. Like, they rush it way too fast. I kind of think they rush it way too fast to the point where, like, I feel like they could dragged it on a bit longer. Basically, they reveal that he stole, the real grandfather revealed that his music got stolen by him, and he blabbered on about how he did it because, he died, and then they revealed the poison scene. And then the boy, like, when he gets, the grandfather gets taken away, the boy asked him if he really poisoned him or not. So I felt like him kind of flat out admitting it kind of just feels a bit forced, like rushed and forced. The twist is not forced, but the pacing of it is kind of forced. And then, like, they barely give him any time on screen of being a villain. Like, he's probably one of the weakest villains. He's a good twist, but he's probably one of the weakest villains in Pixar, because he's basically they hardly give him any screen time. He's hardly a threat. Like, he's really hardly a threat at all. I feel like they could have done a lot more with him, and they really don't. I mean, if you compare him to Hopper, Randall, Mr. Waternoose, or even Syndrome, then he's definitely kind of a weaker villain. Well, Syndrome, I mean, no one can beat Syndrome probably on Pixar. I mean, DreamWorks maybe. DreamWorks has got some pretty good villains, but we'll get to DreamWorks when we get to DreamWorks. But Syndrome is an awesome villain, but he can at least be threatening like Hopper or Randall or Mr. Waternoose, but he's not. See, Mr. Waternoose is a villain too. He was a twist villain too, but basically they built him up to be the twist villain, which they did here, but they focused on him more, and he was actually a threat. He's not. See, the skeleton guy here is not a threat. I know I'm calling them skeleton guys, but I really don't know their names. I should have wrote it down, but I was kind of wanting to do this week, and I've been very busy, so yeah. But basically, though, the whole thing is, though, he basically doesn't. He's not very threatening. It doesn't feel like. Yeah, he tries to kill the little boy. He tries to throw him off a cliff, and he does try to get the other characters and all that. But basically, he puts one of them to force him to sing or something for some reason. I'm not sure why. He basically forces one of them to sing, and I don't really get that. And all that. But I don't really like him as a villain too much. I feel like they could have done so much more with him, but they really didn't. But make him more like, instead of making him goofy, make him more like, tough and threatening and all that. Like Hopper, or Mr. Waternoose. Or make him like Syndrome, make him more goofy and stuff, but make him threatening too. See, he doesn't do much that's really threatening in the movie. They don't focus on him too much. I think that's the problem. They don't focus on the villain too much. So yeah. But also another thing is too, I think the whole thing of the dead world having skeletons and not ghosts is kind of weird. This isn't really much of a complaint. I'm just saying it's kind of weird how they're skeletons and not ghosts. I personally would think I prefer them to be ghosts. But the skeletons aren't bad either. I'm not saying the skeletons are awful. I just think it's weird how they're skeletons and not ghosts. But I still think it's a neat idea making them skeletons and not ghosts. I just prefer them to be ghosts and not skeletons. But that's just me. But I don't know what else to really say here, so let's go ahead and give this a score. Between 0 and 120, this film is getting 120 points. Yes, 120 points. This film is really good. Yes, it has problems, but I think all the characters are likable except the villain. The villain's kind of weak, but I think the other characters are all likable, and I really like the songs. I like the atmosphere. I think this film is actually better than Inside Out, honestly. Which is saying something, because even that film was really good. That film also had characters, though, that were unlikable, like Joy. Joy was I didn't really care for Joy too much. Joy was frustrating throughout a lot of the movie. I know they were building her up to have an emotional moment, but I just felt like she was really frustrating to watch sometimes. But otherwise, I think that this movie is really good. Like, it's really good. It's got a powerful message in it that it's okay to have dreams, despite what your family thinks, or even your close ones like your friends. You can still have dreams. You can still have dreams. But sometimes your dreams may not come true, but that's okay. That's okay. It's okay not to always have your dreams come true. As long as you're happy, and that's all that really matters. That's all that really matters. But I have to say too that I've had dreams too in the past. I've had dreams when I was little. I wanted to be a weather person. I wanted to be a weather person. Tell the weather and all that, but that never happened. Honestly, I was kind of really good at the weather. But see, when you're little, you may have a dream, but it doesn't mean it always won't come true. It just means maybe something interests you as you get older. Maybe your thoughts change. Honestly, when I was little, I didn't think I was going to be doing YouTube, but here I am doing YouTube right now. So we all have dreams. Sometimes they won't come true, sometimes they will. Sometimes we just choose not to do them because we were interested in something else. Dreams can change throughout time. That's part of being human. And yeah, so basically though, I gotta say I'm curious to what kind of dreams you guys have. Maybe you guys can tell me that in the comments. Tell me what kind of dreams you guys have. Or if you guys had some dreams in the past, but you ended up changing your mind and you wanted something else. I told you guys the whole weather business thing. So yeah, but yeah, so this movie though is pretty good, and I definitely would probably recommend watching it if you guys have not seen the movie. It's really good. It really is. Not my favorite Pixar movie so far, but Buzz Lightyear: Star Command: The Adventures That Begins is my favorite Pixar movie. But that's because that's 2D animated. It's got space and all that, and I like that stuff. But this movie's pretty good too. I really like this movie too. Despite its flaws, I think this movie is definitely really good. I know I gave Inside Out 100 points, and this one 120, but this film, although it has I think a bit more flaws with it than Inside Out, this film is a lot more enjoyable to watch, and it's not, the point system is not really about enjoying a film more than others, but It's more so the flaws and stuff. He does have a bit more flaws, but none of the characters are really that frustrating to deal with. So yeah. But overall, though, I think it's about time for me to let things go. But before I end up going, I want to show you guys my dog Coco, if I can find her. Maybe. Because I don't know if she's on here or not. I got so many pictures that are saved on the system. Hold on. I know she's on here somewhere, I think. Well, because I didn't get all the pictures on the 3DS. I thought she was on here. Maybe she's not. Oh, wait, here she is. I found her. Okay, I'll show you guys her real quick. So I'm gonna show you guys her real quick. Okay. There's her little feet, and then there's her face. That's Coco. I know it's not the best picture, but I don't got too many pictures of her. I got a video of her on my 3DS, but it's kind of, I'm like standing up, videoing her from the ground, so I don't think you guys can see her very well. But this is her right here. That's her. But that's her. See? That's Coco. She's basically a chihuahua. She's also got tannish fur too. What's funny too is the next door neighbors have a pet bull who has the same shade of fur as Coco, but she's actually named Coco, but she's not really a chihuahua. She's a pet bull. So yeah. But it's still kind of ironic how not only I'm reviewing a Pixar movie that's called Coco, and I had a dog named Coco, which is still alive that I'm aware of, but also my next door neighbors has a dog named Coco that has the same shade of fur as this dog Coco. So that's pretty interesting. But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and let things go. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, please hit that like button and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys all next time. This is Dash Show Rose out.